what the fuck? Where's my thing? Hold on. I'm all out of sorts here.
This is WizardShack. It's a podcast of sorts. So they say.
There we go. Oh, we're back. What's up, man? Have you seen any of these? Did you see Joker 2?
No, you saw it and said it was a musical fuck you to all the like incel rented taxi driver people.
I think the weirdest thing about this movie is that it really lines up with that Luigi Mangione guy. It's like the same fucking thing. It's so weird.
Huh.
Because you know how like the prisoners were like cheering for Luigi in prison?
No, I don't know. All I know is that he wrote a manifesto and shot the guy, but then people are saying the guy he shot really wasn't responsible for the stuff he was talking about, but people were cool with it just because they didn't want him to live either.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird how I feel like it's complete like no one cares anymore. I feel like it's completely out of news.
I've been saying for years now, it's like we need to bring back. It happen all the time, and I feel like that keeps government officials on their toes. You know, they don't want to just kind of abuse whatever power they have. They're at least worried about like some French Revolution where you get drug out into the street and beheaded while like a family of four is eating a picnic.
Oh yeah, you know what's crazy though about the Joker thing? I was watching. There's been a lot of Tarantino always makes himself. You ever notice Tarantino likes to be in the news a lot? Ever notice that? He's been kind of in the news these days lately.
Well, when you're not making stuff, you got to find a way to be relevant still.
Oh yeah, he said how he's not making his last movie anytime soon. He says his son's like 5 years old, so he wants his son to like be able to understand the last movie he makes. So it's like that's probably like, gonna be like a couple years away.
Oh, that's good. So some 10-year-old is gonna watch.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, but he liked Joker 2 a lot.
I always wanted Tarantino in space type of.
That'd be fucking cool. I mean, he had a Star Trek idea that I guess they just threw the fuck out, which would have been. I'm sure if he had a Star Trek idea, I would have fucking done it. I don't know why.
Well, I know he really likes that John Carpenter. I think it's called like Dark Star, his first movie.
Oh yeah.
It's like a black comedy kind
I've
of.
seen it. It's really boring.
Star Wars thing, boring. But
very boring.
It's like that Western he made in the cabin. I feel like it's just going to be that all over again.
Oh yeah, I don't want that. I feel
instead of a cabin, they're in a space station.
Well, I feel like his last movie he did was one of his best. The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was really good. So, like that's a good.
If he did a science fiction version of that, if they'd have like just guns or they'd have lasers and shit.
Oh, I think he'd do guns.
Guns in space with like no gravity. How would that operate?
I don't know, but I feel like he'd do
like
guns.
An area that's kind of got the gravity still functioning, and then they can operate in like a space bubble.
I just whatever he does, I don't really want any sequels. I don't want like a.
I just want another Western, man. I'm good. Like I'm
good on the Westerns for him.
He's exploited enough. I don't need to see that shit ever again.
What is it? I see Robert Eggers is doing something new. He's doing a.
I'd like to see him to do something more contemporary and not a period piece.
No, he's doing a Western.
He's obsessed with just like old looking wardrobes and all that shit. I'd rather see him write something modern.
I think I heard he's doing a Western next, which is
okay.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do anything new. He likes that. I
know.
He likes the period stuff. Oh, he's doing a werewolf movie. It's called Werewolf.
Be forced into like something not built around a period that you can. I don't want to say like hide behind certain things, but
I think he likes it. I don't know. He's doing werewolf. It's gonna be a German werewolf movie. It'll probably be equally as boring. I hate it. I really dislike Nosferatu. I don't really like it at all.
yeah, I didn't see it, but the character design of Count
Orlok.
What the fuck looks so bad. I thought
I
it
agree.
was really shitty, and
I hated him, man.
that made me just.
I like him.
And plus, I don't like Nicholas Hoult, and I don't like Lily Rose Depp. So
she was good in it. I mean, everyone was
left at that point.
Everyone was good in it, but it was boring. I mean,
and do you know the other guy in that movie?
Yeah, the guys who's in
his like wife or whatever the fuck is like 30 years older than him. It's really creepy, and there's like a bunch of grooming stuff.
Yeah, he likes MILFs. I don't know. Well, she doesn't look that good. I don't know. She probably like.
I don't know if he likes. I don't know if he knows what he likes. I think he just got like brainwashed and groomed.
Hey, maybe he's like a substance guy. In the substance, they're like the celebrities get contacted by this unknown source to like become young again. So they take this substance to like become young.
I want to see it. Don't tell me all this.
I'm just telling you the general premise. I won't tell you.
No, I know the general premise. I've seen
that's the general premise.
Tons of clips and trailers and all that.
And
I'm just surprised that they're getting Oscar nominations.
Oh, I'm not, because what's her name was really fucking good in it. Demi Moore was really, really good in it. The other girl, not so much. She's okay. She's always like generally okay.
Well, they did some kind of editing to make her breasts look bigger than they actually are.
Well, you see those a lot.
And it's creepy because it's sort of like Hunter Schafer in that Greek Guys movie where it's like you see it and you know it's all
fake. Right.
In a way that goes beyond just having like breast implants or fake tits. You know, it's like deeper than that.
It's funny. I never would have thought.
Starting to see more and more Megalopolis clips, and this shit looks so fucking crazy.
I have to watch this movie.
It looks like some like straight to video fucking thing. I'm so confused on what it is. And
so I saw, what is it? The werewolf. I saw the recent werewolf movie. What the fuck was that called?
Wolfman?
I don't even remember it. The werewolf movie like I just saw was like so
it was
bad.
Just called Wolfman, wasn't it?
Wolfman. Oh my god, dude! I walked out. That's like the second movie I ever walked out of my life. Like Dickie Roberts and Wolfman, I walked out of.
I would not have walked out of Dickie Roberts. Any opportunity to see David Spade's face smashed into like a sign or whatever animatronic they can come up with. Is that a Happy Madison production, by the way?
Oh, definitely, of course, because he's a fucking Adam Sandler slut. Like he just, whatever he gets from Adam Sandler or whatever pay he gets from him. Yeah, of course.
Was Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, that's a good one though. I mean, for what it is, it's okay.
No, it is. It's all right.
They're all Adam Sandler is
I've been kind of surprised by is there's like a lot of people who are obsessed with Linda Cardellini.
Yeah, I mean Adam Sandler is like the equivalent, like even his good stuff, like Billy Madison and then Happy Gilmore. It's like junk food versions of movies. You know what I'm talking about? Like he's like the junk food movie. It's like it's trashy. You know it's bad for you, but it's like somehow like endearing. And I feel like that's what Grandma's Boy is as well.
Well, for Billy Madison, the main thing for me was Pete Sampras's wife. I forget.
Is that the blonde? Is that the blonde girl? The blonde teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, she's great in it. Yeah. Worst picture.
But he has a good crew. It's like Chris Farley and
Norm Macdonald
and
well, that's the original crew. Now they're both dead. Now it's like his new crew. I saw that shitty fucking
Kevin.
Now it's Kevin James. It's Nick Swartzen.
Kevin James, Chris Rock.
It's
Deuce Bigelow.
Yeah, that guy. I forget his fucking name now.
I can't believe how profitable those Deuce Bigelow movies were. They really banked hard.
I remember liking the first one, but I was like, what was I like?
Rob
11? was I 11 when that came out? So I liked it then when I was 11, especially like the part where she's trying to get the fish and she puts her tits in the water. I like that.
Yeah, but
that was a good bit.
Almost like a worse version of a Fairly Brothers movie where it's like really gross. Also,
yeah, they dropped off like crazy. Well, they don't do any movies together. They're now doing movies separately, just like the Coen Brothers.
What was the last thing they did that stuck on you shit with Matt Damon and
I think so. I know they do shit separately now.
Which that's a really weird combination. I feel like they were trying to go for the Dumb and Dumber shit again, but no one
wanted it at all. Oh, speaking of things no one wants, this is the worst picture nominations for Razzies. Borderlands, which was like, I forgot this was even a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I totally forgot this actually existed.
I thought we brought it up.
I thought it came out like 2 years ago.
Shit.
I remember, like, I heard this came out. And I was like, I thought this came out 2 years ago, and it was a flop. It's like, I think I'm living in like a different timeline.
Have you seen any of The Witcher?
The first season of The Witcher is not bad. I never saw the second
season. He just didn't want to do it anymore because they were fucking around
with with the lore. He's a respectable. He's a respectable.
But then again, when you have like Superman and other shit to fall back on, you don't really you can take that.
Well, now he's not. I mean, I'm surprised.
If all he had was that, he probably would just shut his mouth up and do whatever they said.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't keep him as Superman. I probably would have kept him as Superman. But Borderlands,
Superman, isn't there?
There's a new one coming out. I think in this summer. It looks okay.
There's probably a whole. I feel like you showed this to me like a while ago. It's like a whole pie chart or timeline of every single,
of course,
movie.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Like a superhero movie thing they have lined up in pre-production.
And it goes, James Gunn now.
It's like 5 years deep.
James Gunn's pretty good, so I feel like that movie will be decent.
Well, he's done with Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Oh yeah, he got fired. Well, he left Marvel and he's now with DC. So he's just doing shit for them now.
He jumped ship from.
He got a fucking upgrade. Now he's like the head of the whole fucking thing. That's like a big upgrade. It's not just you're not just a director. Now you're like leading the whole fucking shit. Yeah, Joker 2 was horrible.
Did you?
Such a bad movie.
The main thing that I heard was people didn't realize it was a musical going into it.
Yeah, I mean,
because they didn't sell it as a musical.
It's not original songs. It's all
Did you know when you went to see it that it was going to be a musical?
I knew, but I thought it was like going to be like limited. You know, I thought it'd be like, okay, they're going to do a couple songs. It was like, but also they're not original songs. They're all like 70s, 60s classics.
So you willingly went to go see it as a musical?
I wanted to see this movie. I kind of I like Joker, the first one, a lot. That's a good movie. I still do. I mean, I know it's a ripoff of a lot of other things, but I liked it. Madam Web.
The train sequence where he shoots a bunch of people. It's kind of a representation of every sort of like guy who, like Charles Bronson, guy who gets his family murdered and needs retribution type of thing, but without the family and all that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
People want to see the main character suffer horribly and then have that catharsis and empathy. By the way, Rolling Thunder, did you happen to add that to Plex at all?
I might have it. It could be on there.
Because I really want to see that shit.
All I'm going to say is that could be on my thing.
Even though, like, back then the trailers was kind of goofy and weird, it still looks pretty good. And
I mean, Six Flags, I have it. I have it, by the way. I definitely have it. Yeah, I do. I figured I have this. This is a Tommy Lee Jones movie. Yeah, I have it.
The main character is somebody who I feel like I've seen in like random shit throughout the 70s and 80s, but not anyone really who's like a household name or notable.
Right. Who is it? Isn't it Tommy Lee Jones? Or am I wrong?
No, that's his friend.
Oh God, I guess that's
Tommy Lee Jones is like his sidekick who they were in the surf together, and then
makes me think of Six Flags.
What's good about that is like they are amazing at killing people later on. You know why? You know, it's not like just some random white guy with a family who gets fucked up and then all of a sudden is like a serial killer, like superhero, you know?
Oh, exactly.
This at least has some context for why they're good at what they can do.
All right, so next one, Madam Web. Didn't watch this, but I know was it Sydney Big Tits or whatever is in this?
Yeah, but they put like 3 levels of shirts on her and made her a nerd. Trying to, I guess, let her act and not be a sexual object, which is, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that.
For what it is.
I saw Immaculate. She was horrible in it.
I feel like Madam Web was also peak kind of woke shit. I feel like a lot of this list is from a bygone era that we hopefully don't have to go back to.
I think it's the end of that shit. I truly do think. I truly think we're kind of like witnessing the end of the woke Hollywood.
Where would you say it started?
I think it started like during Trump's first era because it was like trying to like
reaction to it. Yeah,
reaction to like 2016. I think it started 2016. It's been what now? What are we at? Fucking 9 years later.
For me, when like Zegler was doing the Snow White shit, that's when it became like.
No, I think it's still a thing.
The point of ridiculous.
I think it's now done, but I think Hollywood's in this weird little bubble where they don't understand what normal people think. Like normal people don't like this shit. Like regular people don't want your Hollywood shit.
They the political factions have not completely worked out to where they don't know who they want to cater to. You know?
No, but I think the whole Trump thing is like pretty clear. Like pretty clear.
For Disney, what do you think their response will be?
Oh, I think they're going to stop doing I think everything's going to stop doing all the super woke stuff. It's just the PC culture. Like this happened in the 90s too. This happened like early 90s. Like when George W. Bush was like, there's all this PC culture stuff. It kind of like went away.
No, it's true because I remember Quentin Tarantino having to do all these interviews preventing.
Yeah, remember that? Where it's like you're super murderous.
The level of violence he would have in his films and stuff. And now it's just like that's such an afterthought. It's like comical.
Yeah.
That people cared enough. So they've shifted to more like personal stuff. Like more on the individual than the general populace.
What else we got? We got Megalopolis. We talked about that. We got Reagan. I don't know what the fuck this movie's about. I've not even heard of it.
Did you see that?
I've not even heard of it. Because I see now I'm looking at actor and I see that Dennis Quaid is. I guess he's Reagan. He's nominated. All right.
Dennis Quaid's having a big year.
I like Dennis Quaid
because he's in The Substance too.
He was very good in that. Very good in that. He's like this creepy manager. Very good.
Yeah, I only saw this clip of him eating shrimp tartare, and it's all in his teeth, and he's like spitting all over it.
Yeah, that movie's
disgusting and gross.
You gotta watch that movie. That movie's fucking really good.
The person who directed The Substance, do they have anything else that they did?
I don't know. Good question, actually. That because
I would like to see how they came up and how it built up to this.
All right, I'm looking at that now. All right, it's directed by a woman, Coralie Farget. Oh wow, I'm actually impressed by that.
It's sick. I don't know if I.
Oh, cool. She did some of the Sandman. She did one episode for the Sandman. Okay. She's not done a lot. She's not done a lot at all. I think she's French. Yeah, she's French. She's not done a lot. I'm impressed though by that. Like someone did that movie and it's like her first like big cinematic feature there. That's pretty good. That's a good one. Oh, there's another one. Jerry Seinfeld, Unfrosted.
The French are very good at violence. There's a lot of good late 90s, early 2000s French horror movies. And they're really into body horror. Like there's this, I forget the name of it, but there's one movie where somebody's like chained in some torture chamber room and they slowly like peel their skin away, which is just awful. It's not something I like really want to put myself through, no matter how good people say it might be. This is like, I don't get any. I just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. I'm looking at all these supporting actress, whatever. So look at the supporting. I didn't know this was happening. Shia LaBeouf is in drag in Megalopolis. Look at that. I gotta watch this movie.
I thought you saw it already.
No, I have not got a chance to watch this.
When did it come out?
It came out in like the summer.
What is
what?
With Bryce Dallas Howard?
Argyle? That was like that movie with the Superman guy. Henry Cavill? I didn't see it. Had a cat in the fucking trailer with a, I don't know. What's her name? Dua Lipa?
Kind of spelled different.
Yeah. Director. Let's see director. Okay, you got Coppola. I hope Coppola wins. That's who should win this. It's so funny how Todd Phillips made a really good movie with Joker 1. Now this is just a trash. Eli Roth, always trash director.
Well, what did he do before that? He did
nothing before that. He's never done anything.
The Hangover and did a documentary about J.G. Allen and.
No. I think Todd Phillips is actually pretty good, but Eli Roth is always trash. Always trash.
He's a fucking leech.
He's a leech. All right, Razzies. I think we can predict it. I'm gonna say Joker. I'm gonna say Borderlands wins this right there. I'm gonna say Jerry Seinfeld wins this. I'm gonna say Bryce Dallas. No, I'm gonna say Jennifer Lopez wins this because that's out of nowhere. Look at all these. I never heard of Atlas in my life.
Wait, hold on. Dennis Quaid played Reagan?
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know this movie was a thing. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm gonna say John Voight wins this.
What the fuck?
Because woke Hollywood hates John Voight. So,
oh my god.
I'm gonna give this to FKA Twigs for this one because. Okay.
Wait. For what?
For The Crow, I guess. I don't know. Todd Phillips, I think will.
Oh, that's cool. She was in that shit.
I guess so. That's
nice because she does a lot of like industrial type.
She's with Shia LaBeouf.
Music, and it's sort of based on like club techno, old 90s like house shit. So that's a good combination of stuff for her to. Whoever her agent is knows the market that she's trying to get into.
Let me look at this on a second.
That's pretty awesome. Damn.
I thought this was predictions. All right. This is best picture stuff. All right. We're going into
Twigs
Oscars.
has some decent shit. She's kind of a little bit of like a Bjork ripoff, but
okay.
The music's really fucking good. And, it's nice to hear like that style of electronic music redone because, back then they were using totally different software than we have now. It was much more limited and based on just like how you sequence shit and pre-program.
Exactly. Oh, way limited then. All right, I know this is the thing. Amelia Perez is a big contention point. I guess there's a trans person that got nominated that people are upset about, apparently. Which should cover. All right, let's see this. Best picture. Amelia Perez. Hold on, I gotta pull up my
Do you have any sites where you can bet on stuff?
Yeah, I know I do.
I think DraftKings is probably done with that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know I have it from a different site. What was it?
Yeah, I definitely want to see The Brutalist because it's just all about some weird version of architecture, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what it sounds. It sounds like. I mean, I haven't
like
seen this.
architecture. I like all those weird.
Yeah, let's go through it.
80s, 90s, like
I mean, look at this. Miller Perez nominated.
skyscrapers that are also built with like grass and shit.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Miller Perez nominated. The Brutalist nominated. A Complete Unknown, which is the Bob Dylan movie. Conclave, which is another religious movie that I think is dealing with gay people, which Oscar, they love that shit. Wicked, which is very gay and musical. Honora, which I thought was gonna win. Now it's like sidelined. By the way,
Did you see it?
No, but that was like the front runner. Substance is nominated, which is cool because that's weird. I wouldn't think it would be. Dune 2 is nominated because it made money. That's basically it.
Do you think if Dune 2 came out like 2 or 3 months ago compared to
I don't think so.
its initial release, it would be different?
No, I think Oscars always want us to do like they want to have like a drama win. You know what I mean? Like they're never gonna give it to like a sci-fi.
What's Conclave?
It's a movie about like Pope stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
something
Isabella Rossellini getting promoted right after David Lynch died.
Nickel Boys, which I think isn't
that weird and
yeah
kind of creepy?
Well, it's also crazy
how like her biggest industry type of thing push and all that is right after he's done.
Well, you know those LA fires is basically what killed him. You know that, right?
Did you know that they were together?
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah.
You know
that was his like. Yeah. Of course. But the LA fire, you know, he had emphysema, so he was like house like bound, and the LA fire is all the smoke.
Yeah, I mean he changed.
Basically, is what killed him. Yeah, he was. It's kind of ironic, but he's
known for black coffee and cigarettes.
That's he was on that
DNA.
You know, an oxygen mask, just like the guy from Blue Velvet. Like that was like who was on for the last couple, like the whole year.
That's fucking almost like.
It's very weird.
What would you call it? Where like it's a premonition of what your future might be?
It's ironic, is what it is, right? Irony.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, all right.
Predestined to it, and you know it, and you accept the sacrifice of your life to have success or something. You know, like you. Yeah,
no, you're right.
It's weird because like from all the shit that I've been having to see and go through, because I don't know about you, like my timeline for X Twitter has been David Lynch shit for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, of course.
Fucking stop. Non-fucking stop. And
whole time.
And I don't want to like put in some like blocker to have his name removed from every single post, but after a while it's like, oh my god, you know, it's like I don't want to do this anymore. Exactly. For like a fucking month. And now it's Marianne Faithfull, who was with the Rolling Stones. It's like every single other post is connected to her because she died recently. It's just like it's gross because it's like all these. It reminds me of like those parasites that feed on the flesh of sharks underneath their bodies. You know, it's like some big thing happens and all these fucking cretins pop out of the woodwork to suck off the flesh of the dead body until nobody cares anymore and then they move on to something else.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's how it definitely feels.
They're like parasites.
That's definitely how it feels. All right, hold on. I gotta go. I gotta go pee. Let me line something up. Let me get a clip here.
How did the substance do far as what it cost to what it made?
It was streaming. It was all streaming. One of those streaming
Didn't
ones.
even go into theaters?
Nope, not at all.
Shit.
I know.
You think it will?
No, I don't think it will at all. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Did you ever watch any of the sequels or have any thoughts on any of the sequels over the years?
Are you putting me on?
No.
I have never seen a frame of any of the sequels. And I'm not interested in them. I actually did see maybe 2 or 3 minutes of Exorcist 2. I was at the Technicolor lab, and one of the color timers said, "Hey, we're running Exorcist 2. Do you want to go in the screening room and have a look at it?" And I was over there doing something else, and I said, "Okay, sure." So I went in the screening room, and I see some guys riding on the back of a bumblebee or some fucking thing. It was unreal. And I left. And now I'm going to tell you the story of the first screening of Exorcist 2, the sneak preview in Pasadena. This was Exorcist 2, and it was told to me by an executive of Warner Brothers, because the executive said, "Oh, you got to come out to see the sneak preview. It's really terrific, and you're going to love it. You're a grandfather. You should be proud." And I said, "No, I think I'll miss it." Then afterwards, he told me the story. These Warner Brothers executives drove out to Pasadena in their big limousines, and they were all dressed up, and they went into the theater, which was packed, turn-away crowds, and they went and sat in the last row. And about 10 minutes into the film, now, before they went into the theater, they told their limo drivers, "Look, we're going to be in there for like 2 hours and 20 minutes, or maybe more. You guys go on down the end of the block. There were some fast food joints." They went down to get a cup of coffee, whatever. So the limos are gone. The executives go into the last row. 10 minutes into the picture, a guy stood up in the audience. He stood up and he looked around and he said, "The people who made this piece of shit are in this room." And somebody else said, Where are they?" 10 or 12 people get up, and he says, "They're all back there."
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right, yeah, so I'm looking at these predictions here. Look at this. So it looks like The Brutalist. I gotta see this fucking movie. So if you're a betting person, now's the time. Bet on The Brutalist. Let me look at other shit here. All right, Best Director. Best Director. Let's go through it. Let's go through the big categories. Let's go through the big four. Right? Best Director. Yeah, Best Director looks like.
How did the Nosferatu reboot do financially?
It did pretty good because they put it out on Christmas. It did good. I mean, like, I don't think it did.
Yeah, that's what's cool about horror is somehow it Halloween, something about I don't know, like also this is how cold shit can be. Still is connected to that whole vibe.
Horror stuff always does pretty decently. I mean, this actually didn't do like super well, but like made like 167 million.
What would you say the last thing to be nominated for horror that was close to getting an Oscar?
Well, I mean, we got The Substance right now. That's like the last thing that I've ever heard.
No, before that.
Rosemary's Baby. I don't think there's been many.
Hereditary.
I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna look at this.
I thought
a
Tony
good question.
Collette or whatever her name is got shit
No,
for
didn't get.
Hereditary.
She get nominated for shit. That was like she was snubbed. All right, so The Exorcist got nominated for Best Picture. Jaws got nominated. Don't exactly consider that a horror movie, but
It's more action.
yeah. Sixth Sense got nominated. Okay, I wouldn't really consider that a horror movie either.
It's like a drama.
Kind of is, I guess.
I
Black
don't know.
Swan.
When I think
Black
horror,
Swan's
I
not a
think
horror movie.
more violence and gore. It's
Right.
That, to me, that is not more like
Same with Black Swan. I can't consider this a horror movie. Not at all.
no.
Get Out is a horror movie. That got nominated. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
That's a horror movie.
But when I think horror, I'm thinking like, how can they make the real violence and almost like cheap nature of horror legitimate? You know, that's what I'm thinking.
Silence of the Lambs. I'd consider this a thriller, but I guess it has elements of horror.
It is, but it
I guess
doesn't really rely on the foundations of horror I'm thinking of.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of something similar, I saw the Dahmer series finally, and that series was really fucking good too. That was really good. That's a great
Dahmer.
Evan Peters. That was really good.
American Horror Story.
It's by the same director guy who I forget his name. He made it. The American Horror Story guy made it.
There's been a lot of Dahmer things. I think Jimmy Renner did a Dahmer thing.
Yeah, I actually really I think Evan Peters was really good in that role. It was really weird. All right, so that's about it as far as horror goes. And basically the only one I really consider is Get Out and The Exorcist is what I would say.
I guess what I'm waiting on is like something that's really borderline trashy and exploitive and gory to be elevated.
Yeah,
I guess the substance.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that counts. But yeah, we got a couple nominations here. We have no one of note really, except for Sean Baker. You know, he's done The Florida Project and James Mangold. Everyone else here is kind of like a newcomer.
I'd like Sean Baker to win something, but
that would be cool. I think it's gonna. Here's the thing: if The Brutalist wins Best Picture, it's gonna probably be this Brady Corbett guy that wins director.
A lot of the best of stuff is financial. You know.
Yeah. It's also all this A24 really bullshit.
Great and all that, but if you didn't make or potentially won't make much, it's not worth putting all that marketing behind it.
Yeah. And then Best Actor here, let's look at this. Timothy Chalamet, America's Twink. He's getting nominated for his role as the Bob Dylan character.
I'm a little sick of him, man. He's like so overexposed. I felt the same way about
I don't think he's particularly that great either.
Like Scarlett Johansson a while back. It's just so much all at once, nonstop. It's just I feel like it's just better to like space shit out, you know, than bombard people with your shit constantly.
Adrian Brody, who I think is always pretty. I mean, there's a couple people on here that I think are good always, and Adrian Brody and Ralph Fiennes are always good actors. I agree with that.
Who's Coleman Domingo?
He is. Do you ever see Fear the Walking Dead? The offshoot show.
I think so.
He's the black guy, Strand. The black guy.
Wait, I thought he was in regular Walking Dead shit.
No, he never was in regular Walking Dead. No, that you're thinking of Morgan.
I actually really do want to see The Apprentice. It's.
I haven't heard about this at all. I've never heard a single thing about this.
Really weird, almost like Michelle Gondry type shit.
Cool. Never heard about this at all.
But when somebody like told me about that, I was like, "Yeah, I want to see how the fuck that works out."
I mean, I'm gonna look at the predictions. It looks like 53% chance of Adrian Brody winning.
Interesting, like film editing and special effects and stuff that maybe they might do some like stop motion shit maybe, or have a lot of the effects be natural and then they mix in
Okay.
extra editing later on.
Okay, this is interesting.
Dude, Demi Moore is the favorite?
She's the favorite. She's 6. I'm looking at the betting sites.
Up, weird body horror movie?
She is predicted
wow,
to
the
win.
field must be really shit.
Well, Mickey Madison is the girl in Honora, and
yeah, but
there's one I highlighted, the Carla Sophia Gachant. She's the trans person that is the very pissing off everybody.
Who's Fernanda Torres?
I don't know. I can search her.
I don't know Cynthia.
That is the black lady in Wicked.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. She's gonna be the new Storm.
Yeah, she's gonna be. No, that's a different one. She's from The Bear. That's the one from The Bear.
They kind of look similar. Wait, what was that fucking TV show that she was in that was really good?
Oh, that was really good. Outsider. It's called Outsider.
Yeah, that
Stephen
shit was
King.
Awesome.
It's a really good movie. Really good show. Really love that.
But it also like
Jason Bateman.
It's so good in a way that it makes you question everything around you to think like, shit, does this maybe actually exist? Like,
oh, I agree. They did a good job of that.
You know what remind me of True Detective season 1?
Definitely. I agree with that.
That weird occult shit mixed with so much reality where you feel like there's a universe that they can coexist and be really fucked up.
Definitely. Awful. Best supporting actor. I see a lot of good people here. I see a lot of good names here. Kieran Culkin, Guy Pearce, Edward Norton. Let me see.
You know what? I don't like Guy Pearce because he always plays a piece of shit, but
I think he's pretty good.
He's due, man. Like this should be like him and Edward Norton. This should be like their lifetime achievement award win.
Kieran Culkin is most likely to win. By the way, 74%.
Did you see that? A Real Pain?
I've never even fucking heard of that movie. Never heard of that. Never heard of it.
The creator of Facebook.
Yeah, never heard of this movie. There's some of these I've not seen.
Smash.
Like
I fucking hate Jesse Eisenstein. I'm glad that he's not getting nominated for anything.
The Apprentice and A Real Pain I've never even fucking heard of. I'm now interested to see these movies.
So
by the way,
Real Pain, the plot is Kieran Culkin's kind of like his weird fucked up either brother or cousin who is like a degenerate, and he's like the straight arrow, straight laced kind of favorite of the person who died, that they're then going to see a bunch of tourist attractions related to where they live, which are related to like Holocaust museums and stuff, which makes a weird mix of awful shit, but then finding humor in all of it, sort of like in Bruges a little bit.
Okay, it actually doesn't sound bad.
In Bruges, yeah, and this is Jesse Eisenstein's like big
Eisenberg
debut as a director, producer, all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, great.
So it's almost like it's like a vehicle that you have to come and ride in on, you know.
Love that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure his agents and representatives are working overtime, trying to just like pump out trailers for it now.
Yeah, it's funny. Look at this Amelia Perez movie. How like bad the audience score is. I was just looking at this. Like, look at this. 33%. Like, it's got 33%. Like, what the fuck? Why is this movie winning awards? What happened?
Same for Zoe Saldana.
I mean, I like Zoe Saldana. I kind of like her.
From what?
I like her in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot she's all green.
Yeah, I think she's attractive. I think that's Her.
You like? So do you like your Spanish with brown skin, or you like your green?
Oh, I like her with green skin. Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a facet of people who've
there's
gone
gotta
out
be.
there like to brothels and like
Little
escort
green ghouls.
saying, can you get me like some thin Spanish woman in some green face paint, and we do some like Guardians of the Galaxy role play.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's something for everybody, Boo. There's something for everybody.
But
Always.
do you think they go as Groot, or do you think they go as
No, I think they go as
what's
her name?
Groot, how much Groot to
What's her? I can't remember her name in this.
I can't either because I was about
kind
to
of funny.
try and say it, but
What the fuck's her name? And how can I not remember that?
Princess something.
No, it's something else.
Yeah, she's isn't she fucking the purple face guy's daughter?
Oh, it's Gamora. Yes, she is. Well, she's his adopted daughter.
That's such
Gamora.
a weird offshoot of such a major plot point in the other franchise.
Oh no, it's because he killed her whole planet and then took her. Like
he gave her that
whole story is all right. I agree with that. Like that was like the best story they told.
Shit that looks like a compass mixed with a knife that she balances over her fingers.
I didn't mind that Avengers plot point. It was pretty good. Now it's all just done.
So much fucking money.
And now it's just done. I see Isabella Rossellini is nominated.
Yeah.
Speaking of David Lynch.
He died for that.
He died for this bitch. Best adapted screenplay. We're just gonna go through it.
I know Felicity Jones. She's a British actress in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, Felicity Jones. Yeah. She was in that fucking Star Wars thing. What was it? She's in Rogue One.
Yeah, but she's also in that Stephen Hawking biopic.
Yeah, she's got herself in a few things.
Jeffrey Cumberbatch.
Cumberbucket?
No, it's like the younger version of him.
What? Is the younger version?
Yeah, like you got Benjamin Cumberbucket, and then you got Jeffrey Cumberbatch off.
I thought I had the clip.
It's sort of like Doctor Who.
How do I not have the clip?
I feel like both those motherfuckers could have been Doctor Who's. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know who the new Doctor Who is, but I assume that franchise is still going, right?
It's like a gay black guy who wears dresses and shit. Yeah, that's how it's gone. England hasn't gotten the message that the
That's
wolf
what I
shit's
want to put my money on. That's okay. So we're scrapping the 66K in Disney stock. We're investing all in on Trump's version of Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, the Trump Doctor Who would be funny.
No cares.
It'd be Mel Gibson. It'd be Mel Gibson and
no, it's
Mel
gonna
Gibson,
be
John
like
Voight,
some Eddie Redbone fucking.
And who's the fucking guy? The guy Woods. What's his name?
Elijah Wood.
James Woods. It'd be James Woods, Mel Gibson, and John Voight. All playing the Doctor. I'd like that actually. That'd be awesome. I'd watch that shit. Give me James Woods. Give me James Woods as the Doctor. That's actually fucking awesome.
That'd be interesting about that is like some director just said like fuck it, I'm gonna put all these people in like a blender and just see how like awful and toxic this whole operation goes and just kind of react to it and try to work around it.
Exactly.
They all hate each other and like all set. They're trying to like secretly murder one another.
Oh, all right. So definitely, by the way, if you're gonna bet, put all your money in on Emilia Perez winning Best International Feature. This is gonna happen. Gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we give betting advice was to not bet on everything all at once.
Oh yeah, that worked out well.
And it fucking won
every category.
Fucking category. I think it won like 8 out of 10.
It won like all of them. And I think it almost beat the.
Because we were saying record. It was too weird, and now it's like the substance has Demi Moore as the lead.
I think that's the only thing that's gonna win. Just her. Best original song. This has to be some wicked shit. Wicked's got to win this, right?
Elton
oh my
John
god.
before he dies.
Never mind. It looks like wow. All right, no, he's way down on the list. Though. Look at this. Way down the list. It's gonna be Amelia Press. El Mal. Best sound. All right, best visual effects. Here we go. Dune is gonna win this. This is like they're like shoe-in. Dune will win best visual effects. At least they get something.
Yeah, the timing of Dune was so early.
Yeah, I just don't think. I mean, I just don't think that type of movie will ever really kind of do that well. It's just not the thing Oscars are looking. Oscar ain't looking for that. You know what I mean, it's looking for Amelia Perez. This is the type of movie it's
Did you
looking
see
for.
Kingdom of Planet of the Apes?
I did. It was very, very okay.
Who's in it? Woody Harrelson?
No one of note is in the movie at all. Actually,
What is the plot and context of?
the
'Cause I
plot
thought
is
Woody
like
Harrelson was the main staple of that franchise.
no. The plot is just that there's these
Oh,
tribes.
is it like the little deaf girl and shit?
No, it's a different movie. There's these tribes
Oh
of.
my
This
god,
is
there's
like
so many of these fucking movies.
this takes place like 100 years after the last one. So there's all these tribes of like apes, and this is like a good tribe, and they have like hawks and shit, and they use hawks to get like their food, and then this other ape group comes in and like fucks them all up, and that's basically what the whole movie's about. It was actually okay. It was an okay movie. I wouldn't say it was. I liked it better than Alien Romulus. I don't know. I'm looking at this.
With guns?
No, they just fucked them up with like not
Fighting?
guns. Yeah, just fighting. Yep.
So there's no.
They don't have
humans in
guns.
it.
No, there are humans in it because then they take back. They capture all these apes from this one place, and the one ape wants to go like rescue his family, and he finds out that like okay, all his family members got taken to this like place by a beach, and it's a big fortress.
Like a concentration camp?
And in the fortress is like a couple humans that are kind of guiding things a little bit, and that's sort of where this it was an okay movie. I didn't mind that one actually.
It sounds to me that the humans are completely faded out.
No, but then
Phased
there's this you see in this movie. There's this resistance of humans that are like hiding from the apes, and they have like this underground network, and they have satellites and shit. It actually kind of like they're star humans.
Like bait for the next movie.
It definitely was. It's definitely bait for the next movie. Which I think the next movie will be the remake of the original
with Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, he'll be Charlton Heston. Have America's
Well,
Sweet
Mark
Girl.
Wahlberg was Charlton Heston. So
That was Tim Burton's version, but I think that's gonna be remade by this new version of
Paul
it all.
Giamatti.
Bring him back.
Oh shit! That reminds me. I still need to see that fucking Paul Giamatti movie with the shit in the like 70s.
The Leftovers was great. That was great. I liked Leftovers a lot. That's still a good movie. Leftover. You need to see The Leftovers. You need to see Banshees of Inisherin, The Northman. All those have been good recently.
I don't know. Do I really need to see The Northman? I've seen Braveheart already.
I kind of don't. I would actually say those other two movies first. I'd probably say Banshees and then Leftovers.
So, are you starting to feel like he's getting exposed?
Oh, I'm starting to think I don't like Robert Eggers anymore.
Because I'm starting to feel like
I don't know. I feel like I don't like him
I'm
at all.
starting to feel like he's getting exposed.
I know Nolan's doing the Odyssey, and I actually kind of I like the Odyssey a lot. That's gonna be like the only thing I'll actually go see by Christopher Nolan, because I like the Odyssey. That's like one of my favorite stories.
Isn't that with the giant sea creature that's gonna suck everybody inside?
Are you thinking of Cthulhu?
No.
There's like a
There's two of them.
You know, there's like a big
I've like read and watched so much Greek mythology shit.
Yeah, like Ulysses or Odyssey. There's
there's
big
like two people that are like giant sea creatures that are whirlpools that suck everybody in.
Well, there's gods that are controlling the situation. So there's like Neptune and shit, or Poseidon. This is a Greek god, so it's like that. Like I forget which one, and then there's gods involved. I'm actually kind of interested to see how he handles like the influence of the gods, or if he does like what they do at Troy, like the Troy movie, where like you just completely forget all that shit in the story
and make it an action movie.
Actually, honestly, I saw Troy recently. Pretty good. Not gonna lie, I saw it again. Pretty good movie.
Brad Pitt said if they really wanted to make the movie accurate, they would have had him nude the entire time.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm okay with that. They didn't do that.
But apparently, gladiators fought nude. They didn't have all the armor that they showed.
But yeah, that movie
It's
wasn't
not enough
terrible.
money to clothe all the people.
I wonder what Ridley Scott's next abomination will be. A lot of people liked Gladiator 2. I thought it was like incredibly okay.
It got marketed so fucking hard.
It wasn't like horrible. It was just okay.
Isn't there a part where he fights a shark? Like
No, there's just a naval battle, which is accurate. Actually, there's evidence in the Colosseum that they had water in naval battles, so it's like that wasn't inaccurate. But then the sharks that they added, no, yeah, like the Romans couldn't capture sharks and put them in a tank. They don't have a tank back then, so that was fucking crazy.
Was it better or worse than Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh, way better than Napoleon. Yeah. Napoleon sucked. That should have been nominated for a
What he
Razzie.
should have had was like some weird time machine thing where Napoleon fights the gladiators in the
Napoleon
shark
goes in the
thing.
gladiator. I like
Yeah.
that. Napoleon fights a shark. I like that idea. All right, man. I gotta head out, dude. Until next time. See you, man.
We'll go over the winners.
We'll go over the winners soon. We'll go over more stuff of this. I'm sure this will pop up.
When is it happening?
When is the Oscars? That's a good question. I don't know. I think it's like March.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez,
it's not
they
like
drew up so much interest.
Yeah. It's March 2nd.
Yeah.
It's March 2nd. We're not even close.
Did you see a Complete Unknown?
No, I want to see that. I kind of think I don't want to see it in theaters. I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna steal that shit legally and then watch it. I don't want to actually go see this movie.
Yeah, I really want to see The Substance, and then after that, Honora, The Brutalist, and
I'm sure there's got to be something to The Brutalist. I got to see
I'm
that.
Still Here. What the fuck is that?
I have no fucking clue. Nickel Boys is some kind of woke black thing. So
Yeah, no, I have no interest.
Probably
in
not going to see that.
But what is I'm Still Here?
I'm searching it right now, actually. Okay,
it looks like a slow burn, boring kind of
Oscar. Yeah, this is an Oscar kind of bullshit. It's no, thank you. English. All right, man.
I might have a different variant of COVID right now.
Oh, I can see that. I can kind of hear it.
It's so fucked to where like you get it and you just come in like nothing's changed.
No, I've been honestly for the whole like all of December and into January, I was like sick the whole time.
Yeah, probably because we got fucking
the drones.
No, well,
they're spraying shit
because we got fucking the all these bullshit vaccinations that pumped us with the disease that they're supposed to combat.
I definitely regret taking those fucking idiots.
The only reason I did it was at the time
for work.
I needed a job and they required me to interview to have it.
Yeah, I had to go to like
to me is like that is
terrible,
totally fucked. And looking back, probably should have been illegal. Like
definitely
the fact that you can't even interview for a position without having
terrible.
And the times that I showed people it, like they didn't give a fuck.
No, they don't care.
It's crazy. It feels like a whole like different time period, and it was only
now it's all gone, which is crazy. Now it's like it's just a weird past timeline that's gone. It's so strange.
Past,
all right, man.
Past month, and everyone knows they have it, and just no one cares.
No one cares. I mean, there's no point. It's just a cold. That's all it really is. It's a shitty cold. That's all it really is. All right. See you guys. Until next time. We run.